Solo travel sounds exciting, till safety becomes the question that stops most people from ever booking the trip. In 2026, some countries are safer than many major US and UK cities, while others look safe online, but aren't once you arrive. In this video, I'm ranking the safest countries to travel solo in 2026. Based on real traveler experiences, infrastructure, healthcare access, crime levels, and how foreigners are actually treated. And stay with me until the end, because the #1 country surprised even experienced travelers, and it might completely change where you go next. This ranking isn't about luxury or popularity, it's about real-world solo safety. I looked at 5 things: low violent crime, reliable public transport, strong healthcare systems, clear English signage or easy communication, and how comfortable solo travelers actually feel day to day. Let's start with number 10. 10. Slovenia. Slovenia quietly ranks as one of Europe's safest countries, yet most travelers still overlook it, and that's exactly what makes it special. This is a country where violent crime is extremely rare, even in the capital. You can walk through Ljubljana late in the evening, cross bridges lit by soft streetlights, and feel completely at ease. Cities here are compact and walkable, meaning you're never forced into risky areas just to get around. Public transport is clean, punctual, and easy to understand, even if it's your first time in the country. Trains and buses connect cities smoothly, removing the stress that often comes with solo travel. What truly sets Slovenia apart, though, is the people. Locals are calm, respectful, and quietly helpful. They won't overwhelm you, but if you need directions, advice, or help, it's offered without hesitation. For solo travelers, Slovenia offers something incredibly rare: peace without isolation. You feel safe, but never lonely. Independent, but never exposed. It's the kind of country where solo travel feels natural, not brave. And this is just the beginning. Because as we move up this list, the safety, comfort, and confidence only increase. 9. Portugal. Portugal consistently ranks as one of the safest countries in the world, and for solo travelers, that reputation holds up in real life. From the moment you arrive in Lisbon or Porto, everything feels manageable. Streets are well lit. Public transport is simple. Signage is clear. English is widely spoken, which removes a huge layer of stress when you're traveling alone. Even smaller coastal towns carry the same feeling: relaxed, welcoming, and easy to navigate. Cafes spill onto sidewalks. Locals linger without rushing, and the overall pace of life makes solo travel feel comfortable instead of intimidating. Yes, petty crime exists, like pickpocketing in busy tourist areas, but violent incidents are extremely rare. With basic awareness, most solo travelers move through Portugal without a single safety concern. Portugal is one of those countries where culture, affordability, and safety quietly work together. You can explore historic neighborhoods, coastal cliffs, and local markets on your own and feel confident doing it. For solo travelers who want culture without chaos, safety without stiffness, and simplicity without boredom, Portugal remains one of Europe's smartest choices. But one country coming up offers even better safety. It's with fewer crowds, and that's where things get really interesting. 8. Japan. Japan is famous for safety, and that reputation is more than deserved. Lose your wallet? There's a strong chance it's returned with everything still inside. Miss a train? Staff T just point they walk you to the correct platform and make sure you're taken care of. Walking alone at night, even in major cities, feels normal and uneventful. That's because Japan's safety, isn't just about low crime statistics, it's cultural. Respect for others, personal responsibility, and social order are deeply ingrained into daily life. People follow rules not because they're enforced, but because it's expected. For solo travelers, this creates a powerful sense of ease. Public transport is incredibly reliable. Streets are clean and well lit. Convenient stores are everywhere, making even late nights feel safe and supported. However, Japan isn't perfect for every solo traveler, and that is why it's not higher on this list. The language barrier can feel intimidating. Cultural norms can be complex, and spontaneity sometimes takes a back seat to structure. Japan is incredibly safe, but it requires a bit more adjustment. And as we move up this ranking, ULLC countries that combine that same level of safety with even greater simplicity for solo travelers. 7. Canada. Canada offers something many solo travelers crave: familiarity paired with stability. For travelers from the US and the UK, Canada feels instantly recognizable. The language is the same, systems make sense, and navigating daily life doesn't require constant adjustment or second guessing. Cities are clean, organized, and easy to move through. Public spaces feel safe, healthcare is strong, and when something goes wrong, help is accessible and reliable. For solo travelers, that predictability reduces stress. You're free to explore without feeling on edge. Whether it's walking through downtown Vancouver, exploring Toronto neighborhoods, or road tripping through smaller towns, the experience feels calm and controlled. That said, like anywhere, common sense still matters. Certain areas in major cities require awareness, especially late at night. But violent crime against travelers remains rare. Canada may not feel exotic, but it's one of the most comfortable countries in the world to travel solo, especially for first-timers who want safety without culture shock. And as we move higher on this list, the next countries combine that same sense of security with even more unexpected advantages. 6. Austria. Austria blends European elegance with an unusually high level of safety. This is a country where things simply work. Vienna consistently ranks as one of the most livable cities in the world, and for solo travelers, that matters. Public transport runs with precision. Streets are well lit and orderly. Emergency services respond quickly and efficiently. Walking alone at night feels normal here, not risky. Whether you're crossing historic districts, riding late trains, or exploring quieter neighborhoods, there's a sense of calm that's hard to find in many European capitals. Beyond Vienna, smaller cities and alpine towns are just as safe, often even more so. Crime rates are low, scams are rare, and interactions with locals tend to be polite, respectful, and helpful. Austria doesn't overwhelm you. It doesn't test your patience. It removes friction from the travel experience. For solo travelers, that makes Austria feel effortless, and that ease becomes even more powerful as we move closer to the top of this list. 5. New Zealand. New Zealand feels like it was designed for solo travelers. Crime rates are low. The rules are clear. The culture is openly friendly. Not forced, not suspicious, just genuine. Locals go out of their way to help. Asking for directions doesn't feel awkward. Being alone doesn't feel noticeable. You blend in easily, whether you're in a city or a small town. What truly sets New Zealand apart is safety beyond cities. Even in remote areas, mountain roads, coastal trails, national parks, the infrastructure is solid. Clear signage, emergency access. Systems built to protect people who explore on their own. You can hike solo, drive long distances alone, explore nature without constant anxiety. That sense of freedom is rare. New Zealand gives solo travelers something incredibly valuable: confidence. Confidence to explore farther, stay longer, and enjoy the journey without always looking over your shoulder. But here's the surprising part. The next country on this list is even safer, despite being talked about far less. 4. Switzerland. Switzerland is predictably safe, and that's exactly why it ranks this high. Everything works the way it's supposed to. Trains arrive on time, streets are spotless. Rules are followed, not out of fear, but out of respect. For solo travelers, that reliability is priceless. Public transport connects even the smallest mountain towns. You can move across the country alone, late at night, without feeling uneasy. Cities like Zurich, Bern, and Lucerne are calm, organized, and easy to navigate. Healthcare here is world-class. Emergency services respond fast. The level of honesty is striking. Lost items are often returned without question. Yes, Switzerland is expensive, but what you're paying for isn't luxury, it's peace of mind. You're not constantly calculating risk. You're not second-guessing your surroundings. You can focus entirely on the experience. And that's why Switzerland isn't just safe. It's mentally relaxing for solo travelers. But we're re-entering the top 3 now, and the next country surprises a lot of people. 3. Iceland. Iceland consistently ranks as one of the safest countries on Earth. Violent crime is almost non-existent. Police rarely carry firearms, and then walking alone at night, even in Reykjavik, feels completely normal. For solo travelers, especially men traveling independently, Iceland offers something incredibly rare: total peace. Strangers respect your space. Locals are direct, honest, and helpful, without being intrusive. Lost items are returned. Scams are virtually unheard of. The only real risk in Iceland isn't people, it's nature. Sudden weather changes, powerful waterfalls, vast open landscapes that demand respect. But here's the key difference. Iceland manages those risks exceptionally well. Clear signage, strict safety rules, real-time weather alerts, well-marked trails. As long as you follow the guidance, Iceland is one of the easiest places in the world to travel solo without stress. And yet, despite all of that, it still doesn't take the top spot, because the next two countries redefine what safe truly means. 2. Singapore. Singapore operates on a level of safety few countries can match. Crime is exceptionally low. Laws are strict and clearly enforced. Cameras are everywhere, and the city runs with near-perfect efficiency. For solo travelers, especially men traveling alone, this creates an environment where uncertainty almost disappears. Public transport is spotless, fast, and safe at any hour. Walking alone at night feels routine, not risky. Your first-time visitors quickly realize how hard it is to get lost or feel unsafe here. Scams are rare. Street harassment is virtually non-existent. Emergency services respond immediately. Everything works the way it's supposed to. But here's why Singapore isn't number one. Safety here comes from control and structure. Rules are everywhere. Freedom feels managed. Some travelers love that, okay? Others feel constrained. Which brings us to the final country. Because the safest place to travel solo in 2026 isn't just about low crime or strict laws. It's about feeling safe without feeling restricted. 1. Finland. Finland takes the top spot for solo travel safety in 2026, and for good reason. Crime here is extremely low, but it's not just about numbers. It's about how people interact, how systems function, and how trust is built into everyday life. Strangers respect your space. Public spaces feel calm, even in busy areas. Locals are quietly helpful without intruding. Society operates on transparency and honesty. Emergency services, public transport, and healthcare are reliable, fast, and easy to access. You rarely worry about scams, theft, or aggressive behavior. Even solo travelers, who are usually cautious, describe Finland as effortlessly safe. Walking alone at night in Helsinki, exploring remote lakes, or hiking through national parks, it all feels natural, not intimidating. What sets Finland apart is this: safety isn't enforced with fear. It's woven into the culture, the rules, and the mindset of everyone around you. You don't need to overthink. You simply experience the country, and it feels secure at every step. For solo travelers, Finland doesn't just protect you. It gives you the freedom to explore, to wander, and to truly enjoy your journey with complete peace of mind. This is a country where safety isn't a concern. It's a lifestyle. And that's why it earns the #1 spot for solo travel in 2026. If safety is what has ever held you back from traveling solo, these countries prove that fear doesn't have to exist. You can explore freely, walk alone at night, and experience new cultures without constantly looking over your shoulder. But here's the thing: safety is just one part of the puzzle. Budget matters too, and even smart solo travelers want to stretch their money without sacrificing security. In my next video, I reveal the cheapest countries to travel solo in 2026, and some of them are just as safe as the ones on this list. Sometimes for half the cost. You won't believe how much you can get for so little. Click that video next, because once you see it, your entire idea of planning a solo trip will change. We'll start seeing opportunities you didn't know existed, and the next adventure will feel not only possible, but irresistible.